Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to my channel. So in this video, I will be taking a look at the premium headphones that are available in the market right now. So these headphones that I'm taking a look, they're all over the ear headphones, and I prefer these headphones because I wear glasses, and the big over the ear headphones are very comfortable. So I decided to go to my local Best Buy store because they had all these headphones on display, and I actually wanted to test them out because there is no way to actually know how comfortable these headphones are unless you actually try them out. And I also wanted to sample the audio quality and also check out the active noise cancellation. And my work environment is actually very noisy. I have a lot of noisy coworkers. I guess all of us have these noisy coworkers, and so they the constant chattering and the constant background people talking, or sometimes they are in a meeting and they are speaking very loudly over the phone. So I want something which drowns out all that noise. So a combination of good active noise cancellation and also good passive noise cancellation. And by passive I mean just good quality cans which cover your ear and so cuts out most of the surrounding noise. That's what I am looking for. But in addition to that, I also want something which sounds really good. So I narrowed it down to two brands, Bose and Sony. So I checked out the high-end Bose headphones which they released a while back. This is called Bose Active Noise Cancellation 700, and then the Sony ones which have been out for a couple of years, I think. These are they have a really long name. It's WH1000 MX3. So I went to Best Buy and I tried out these headphones, and interestingly, while I was trying out these headphones, I found two other Sony headphones which were on display for anybody to try out. And so then I tried out those, and I was actually very pleasantly surprised by my findings. So I will give my final recommendation at the end of the video. So the first headphone that I tried out was the Sony 700 series headphones, and right out of the gate, these headphones look gorgeous. I love the modern look that these headphones have. They are like no other headphones, and so if you put on these headphones, you will stand out in the crowd. The hinge mechanism is also very unique, and apart from the looks, these headphones are also incredibly comfortable. They are very light and they nicely fit on your ear, and once they fit on your ear, they kind of block out all the background noise. I'm not talking about active noise cancellation, just the passive noise cancellation. Just the fit of the headphone is so comfortable that it drowns out most of the background noise, and I really loved that. And then I tried out my playlist from Spotify. I tried out various different genres of music, and overall I was happy with the sound quality, and that is not really surprising. I mean, it's Bose and their headphones usually sound very good, and I really dig the way the headphone looks. It's very modern. And then I tried out the active noise cancellation because that's the feature which I is most important for me. And active noise cancellation on Bose was really good. Now these new 700 series headphones come with an accompanying app, and there are a lot of customizations which it lets you do. So you can customize how you want the active noise cancellation to work. But I am a simple guy. I don't want to really deal with a lot of complicated settings, and I just want a simple noise cancellation on-off switch. And if you want to keep it simple, Bose does let you do that. And my noise cancellation needs are not very complicated. I just want it to drown out the background noise in my work area when my noisy colleagues are talking in the background, and as long as the phones can do that, that's all I care about. So luckily for me, in the Best Buy, I was able to simulate that environment, because this particular day there were a lot of really very active Best Buy employees. I guess they were super excited for whatever reason, and so they kept talking in the background while I was trying these headphones. And then there were also some very inquisitive customers who apparently had a lot of questions about whatever phone they were trying to purchase. So that actually led to a lot of background people talking, and I thought that was perfect test bed for me. So I put on these headphones, I turned on the active noise cancellation, and I was really impressed. So you have to hand it over to Bose. They really know how to do noise cancellation, and I was very impressed with these headphones. Now the only caveat in my opinion is that these are really expensive. So they retail for around $400, and I think on Amazon you can get it for about I think the cheapest price I saw was like $380. So I will throw a link in the description if you want to check out the latest price. And overall, I was very happy with these headphones. In terms of the looks, they really make you stand apart from the crowd. The comfort was really fantastic. They are incredibly light and comfortable. Sound quality was good, and I thought the active noise cancellation was also very good. So after the Bose, I tried the Sony flagship headphones. These are the WH-1000 MX3 or something like that. Sony has the most retarded naming convention. So I will throw a link in the description if you want to check out these headphone model number and the price. I think so these are around $100 cheaper than Bose. So Bose is around $400 and these are right now selling for about $300. So you definitely save $100 if if you go with these headphones. And these headphones have a very professional look. They look like really professional. They will nicely fit in a corporate office environment. So for me, like when I put on these headphones in my workplace, it's not going to make me stand out or anything. I will nicely fit in. And that may be a plus or a minus depending on whether you want to stand out as the douchebag in your workplace or you just want to fit in. It's up to you, but I actually like the way these headphones look in terms of like it's very elegant and very professional, and the comfort was also very nice. So Sony has done a fantastic job with the comfort of this headphone. The way the right amount of pressure on your head, it's not like really tight, but it's also not very loose, and the weight is nicely distributed. So on your head and on your side, I felt like the pressure was perfect, and the cushion was also very comfortable. So overall, the comfort of this headphone was great. And then when I tried out various songs from my playlist, I thought that the sound quality was also really good. And frankly speaking, I could not tell a difference between Bose and the Sony. I tried out back and forth, like I played the same song on one headphone and then I went back and played the same song on the other one. I went back and forth and I could not tell the difference. So I'm not going to make a claim that one sounds better than the other. In my, at least the kind of music that I like listening to, both of them sounded equally good. Active noise cancellation feature on Sony, definitely they gave a lot more options. The app, you can customize the hell out of that app. It has so many variations that you can set, and you can customize it exactly to your surrounding, which is definitely a plus. But like I said before, I don't want to deal with all that complexity. So I just give me a simple on off switch for active noise cancellation and I will be happy. So I tried the noise cancellation in the same Best Buy environment where the Bose I tested just few minutes before that. And again, I could not tell the difference between Sony and Bose. Both of them were doing an excellent job with the active noise cancellation, and coupled with the passive noise cancellation, because it fits so nicely. Most of the background disturbance, the inquisitive customers who really wanted to ask all those questions about their phones, and then the Best Buy employees who were like super excited that day for whatever reason, all that noise was nicely cut out. So between these headphones and the Bose 700 series, since the Bose is $100 more expensive, in my opinion, I don't see the point of buying Bose unless you love the way the Bose headphone looks, or if you are a fan of Bose headphones, or you like the ultra modern look that the Bose headphones have. I don't see why you would want to spend $100 more. So between the Bose and the Sony 1000, I would actually go with Sony, because in my testing, the sound quality and the active noise cancellation was equal, but Sony is $100 cheaper. So based on that, I would have picked a Sony headphone and I would have called it a day, and that would have been the end of my search for a perfect headphone. But then I saw two more Sony headphones which were on display, and I picked them up. I just wanted to try them out because these were actually cheaper than the Sony WH-1000 MX3. So the next headphone that I tried was a Sony, again it has some really stupid long name, but it was something like 900N. I will throw a link in the description below with the full name if you want to check this one out. So this was $100 cheaper than the Sony 1000 headphone. So this one retails for under $200, and it kind of looks the same as the its more expensive sibling. Obviously the aesthetics are not exactly the same, but overall design is the design language is similar to the Sony 1000. So when I tried these headphones right out of the gate, one thing I noticed was that this headphone was like very bass heavy. So if you are into that, if you kind of like your music to have a lot of bass, then you would definitely prefer this headphone over the the Sony 1000 or the Bose 900. the heavy bass, I am really not into that. I don't like very heavy bass headphones, so these are not for me. But if you like the Beats headphone, or if you are into that, then maybe you should give it a try. And the active noise cancellation, by the way, was also pretty good. I felt that it was not as good as the Bose 900 and the Sony 1000. I thought those two headphones were doing an amazing job with noise cancellation. So this one is also pretty good, but it's definitely not at that same level. I think those two are using some more advanced noise cancellation magic. This one may be like a generation behind, and it was cutting the background noise, the chattering of the Best Buy employees and the customers who were asking questions, but I could still hear them, and I had to like crank up the music little louder to drown out all the background disturbance. So overall, I would say yes, you will save $100 if you buy this as opposed to getting the Sony 1000, but there are few caveats. One, it has very bass heavy, so if you want your music production to be like accurate, if you don't want the bass to be really amplified, then maybe you should avoid this. And second, if you want the best in class noise reduction, then you have to go with either Bose or the Sony flagship. So these were the cheaper option, and then right next to this in Best Buy there was another one on display, and this particular headphone was WH-CH700N, so another stupid name from Sony. I guess if anybody from Sony is watching this video, guys, come up with a name which people can remember. You should look at companies like Apple. So these WH-CH709 headphones were actually selling for under $130, and I will throw a link in the description if you want to check out the price on Amazon. I think it was like $129 or something. And I was very intrigued by these headphones because looks wise they look similar to the more expensive cousins, but at a significantly cheaper price. So I tried these on. So one thing I noticed immediately about these 700 series headphones was that unlike the 900 series Sony sibling, this one was not cranking up the bass. So the sound reproduction is more in line with what you would expect with a normal headphone, where it amplifies the bass and the treble and mids and lows and highs equally, and so it doesn't just pump up the bass, which I actually prefer. But I know there are a lot of people who actually like bass heavy headphones, so that way it's actually an easier choice. If you want a bass heavy headphone, go with the 900N. And if you want a headphone which is uniform reproduction of your favorite music without increasing a particular frequency subset, go with the 700N. And then I tried the active noise cancellation also, same environment, right, same Best Buy environment, and I thought that the noise cancellation on these and the noise cancellation on the 900N, they were comparable. I couldn't really tell the difference that one was better than the other. I thought both of them were equally good. But definitely these two were not as good as the Bose 700 series or the Sony flagship, the 1000 series. So I saw a clear demarcation, right? So the Bose at $400 and Sony at $300, those two were like really good when it came to active noise cancellation. And these two, the cheaper ones, one was at around $200, the 900N, and this guy was at $130. This is the 700N. These two, the noise cancellation was still good, but not as good as the the more expensive one. So after trying out all these headphones, I was there in Best Buy for a really long time, and some of the employees, they kept coming and asking me, sir, do you need any help? And I was like, no, I'm fine, I'm just trying out these headphones. And then 5 minutes later, some other guy would come and say, hey. So it was almost like that these guys were like, either buy something or get out of here. Like, what the hell are you doing? I don't know. I mean, these guys kept coming and asking me, sir, do you need any help? And I'm like, no, I'm fine, just let me try out these headphones. So I was there for a really long time. I tried out all the headphones, and based on my experience, my final recommendation is that if money is no problem for you and you want to buy a headphone which makes you stand out, like a really ultra modern look, then go with the Bose 700. If you want a more traditional, more like a corporate friendly look, then go with the Sony 1000 series headphone. Those are $100 cheaper, so you will save some money. Now if your budget is little tighter, then you have two choices. Either go with the 900 or go with the 700. 900 is good for people who really love high bass headphones, like the Beats style headphone. And if you want a more flat headphone which like produces accurate reproduction of music and does not distort the bass, or like you want something which is flat and you are on a tight budget, then the Sony 700 series headphones I think are really good. They are only $130 and they have active noise cancellation, which is pretty good, and coupled with the passive noise cancellation, because these headphones have a really nice comfortable fit and they drown out all the background noise. I think this will also do the job if you really want a headphone which will help you work in an office environment. I hope this comparison video you found useful, and if you have any questions or concern, please let me know and I will try to help you out. And please like my video if you find this content useful, and if you think these kinds of videos are helpful, then please subscribe to my channel, because I tend to do reviews of various consumer electronic products. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.